A judge in Pennsylvania has cleared the way for 48-year-old transgender woman Christine Kitzler to have gender reassignment surgery. The problem is her parents do not want her to have that, and they have tried to have her ruled as mentally incompetent. As a child, she had depression and some learning disabilities, and they are using that as the reasoning to try to stand in the way of this. This brings up some interesting questions. Keep in mind, this individual is 48 years old and has already spent 16 months in preparation for this, and the parents are trying to step in and change it. Margaret, what do you think of that?
About the parents or about this woman just trying to live her own life?
Because, the parents.
Wow, I mean, this is a point in time, respectfully, when you say feck off because you're 48 years old, and this type of control, it's really damaging. I think that having such a controlling parental entity, that would have some serious effects on anybody. But this poor person, I mean, I understand though, Michael, we need to point out HIV and Hep C, she's living with those, and they're using that against her, trying to say that, you know, there's a medical reason, there's an emotional reason, you know, they're trying to, as I understand it, discredit or disqualify her any way that they can. But in reality, they have no legal authority. They have no authority at all. They're just being weird.
In reality, what's going on here is they want their son back, which is, that's not their call to make. This woman, Christine, she's already said, listen, I am willing to die on the operating table to do this. This is who I am. This is what I've worked towards. And man, at 48 years old, I don't know how you get around that, because at 48 years old, by God, you can make your own decisions as far as I can tell.
And no responsible doctor would say, you know, this person, I'm going to go ahead with a surgery even though they couldn't physically sustain themselves during it or post-op. No doctor would do that. So clearly she's fit for surgery, or, you know, the physician would lose his license. So I'm assuming that nothing medically is impeding her from doing this.
That's what the doctors are saying. The doctors are saying any existing conditions that she has do not preclude her from going through this process. Now, the surgery last week was canceled, but it's probably still going to happen. The interesting thing to me is just the human side of this. I think that when you're dealing with families and the complex dynamics that families have, we're going to see more of this.
This is simple, though, Michael. Her parents sound like freaks.
Of course, but let's just put our parents are going to be parents. They're going to be all up in your business, and they don't want this to happen. So it becomes a person's right of their physical sovereignty, right? I mean, it's like you're 48 years old. This is my body. You know, get up out of my business, man. I'm going to do this. So, kudos to the judge for backing her up.
I agree. I agree. So the mom has an issue. She wants her little boy back. Is that what's going on?
The father does especially.
The father does especially. Oh, I mean,
but
48, man. It's time to get over it.
That's right. 48 years old. The person has had to live the way they've lived. So we wish the best of luck to Christine Kitzler, and I think this is a good day for this person. Right. She's going to have the gender reassignment surgery eventually, and
or just the right to be whomever she decides to be, or whomever she is. You have that inherent right. You have a biological right to be who you are, and I think that's what, you know, as simple as that sounds and as naive as that sounds, that's what's going on here. She has a right to be, a biological right to be who she is.
Agreed. We hope that, we'd love to hear what you think. I mean, this is a complex issue, and certainly when you have family dynamics and things as 21st century as this, it becomes complicated, and people have religious views or what have you. But let us know what you think in the comments below, and please subscribe to The Lip TV.